Hello, welcome back to LIVENODING. In this episode, I will be sharing with you some kind of node setup that use a little bit of nodes and codes to generate this kind of sculpture with a lot of holes poking. A little bit like cheese, but can be anything. So basically, it's quite simple with the nodes. You can already can kind of guess. It's a bunch of cylinder that's being positioned across this sphere. But I can change the sphere into anything. For example, let's just try a cube. So I'm gonna make this to life and can scale it. So I'm gonna poke the cylinder through this cube. Okay. So first of all, the cylinder, currently I have 50 of them. You can see here in the collections, I have a bunch of them. And I'm gonna reduce this to 10 for now. So let's see if this is working. Here you go. If I make frame changes, it's gonna change over there. And let's reduce this to 20. And the radius I can control from here. This is the thing that's gonna poke into the box and create a hole, almost like a cheese. So let's save this very quickly. You might notice that each of the cylinder, the poke, is separate. If we just merge this and do Boolean, the result won't be pretty. So I separate each and every cylinder, and I'm gonna do the Boolean poke using code. So this is the code. It's very simple, and I'm using the EasyBPy to make this script looks easier. It's $1 if you want to get EasyBPy, but you can also just use Blender's own BPy. So here, of course, I'm just for the cylinder thing, I'm just using a line, and each of the line has random radius based on this circle. Okay, so yeah, it's been randomized in rotations, etc. So let's see what happens if I do this. So our object is called D, and we have 10 of this cylinder to poke. So this is the script. Basically add a boolean into these objects and use the cylinder as the intersecting object. Okay, so if I run this, you can see what happens. It generates all this boolean, and it's doing it in order. And what's gonna happen next, if I just convert this into mesh, I can have a lot of holes on this object. So that's basically the setup. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. I can run this multiple times with different seed. And I'm gonna have different hole each time. So what I did here is the cube and quick favorites, but normally I just F3 and then convert to mesh, and then right click, just assign this into quick favorites, which is the Q button. This is what I've been using. Basically, you can have like more, say 30. Let's make 30 new holes. Randomize it. Run the script. assign, and we can hide the cutter. So this is the result. It's like almost like a cheese. It's pretty okay. The cheese cutter is not like totally hollow. Maybe if I didn't rotate it too randomly, if I just follow the axis, the resulting holes will be a little bit better, but I guess it's not too bad. Feel free to make changes as you like. It's pretty fun little exercise here. Okay, with the script, there's you might notice the naming system. So from here, right, if I run the script again, it's gonna look through all this data. And for our objects here now, if I hide this, oops, modifier, you can see the name cutter 001, 002, 003. That's because of this. I rename it inside the script, inside this little loop. The EasyBPy makes it really easy, you know, like add a boolean and then just replace this object with this beta objects inside blah collections. So the collection is put inside blah, so everything is tidy and nice, and we have these objects. So that's really what I'm thinking to show you. I think you can replace this with any objects and it should just work. Alright, so hopefully this is useful and you know what to think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.